All right. So we will be heading over to the next couple of players, which are SAMURAIJACK and well, how's it pronounced? Chorberg. Come up here, both of you guys. Here, stand on the side of the table. An applause for our players. Awesome. All right, have these microphones and talk to them like you're gonna eat them.
Hello. All right. Hello.
Yeah. All right.
Hello.
So first of all, SAMURAIJACK.
Yep.
Do you like the cartoon?
Yeah, I love it, man.
That's why you
Old
chose
school,
the name.
old school.
All right, but is it old school? Isn't it a couple of years?
Yeah, I think it's old school with
Right.
the new cartoon sucks, man.
Did you have another nickname before SAMURAIJACK?
Yeah, I had Psycho.
Psycho, all right.
Psycho, but I think SAMURAIJACK with caps lock is.
It's a bit
better.
cooler, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. Have you had your time, hanging around with the people here, the players in the lounge?
Yeah, I've been here a couple of hours now. I got some friends here also, so I've been in the pub.
All right. Yeah. That's what we do here. We hang in the pub. I also been there, I must confess. Also, I seduced Semmler and Petter as well. So, all right. So, Chorberg, did I?
Yes, that's
Yes, all right. So, how do you feel about meeting SAMURAIJACK in a head-to-head competition?
Nervous.
In a scale to 1 to 10, or 1 to I will poop my pants, how nervous?
Close to the ladder.
I'm shaking, man.
Oh wow, it's gonna be fine. You need one game each to warm up, and then you're gonna give it your best shot. So besides not telling your opponent what you're up to, are you an APM player or are you a strategic player? We'll start with you, Chorberg.
I would like to prefer to call myself a strategic player.
All right. So you go for the. You play mind games. Do you do that?
I can change up my builds anyway.
Right.
So yeah, if you want to call that a mind game, of course.
How about you, SAMURAIJACK? Mind games or not?
I play random. So,
oh wow, that's a mind game. Just
yeah,
there.
so I think I also play strategically. I don't have so high APM, so.
Oh well, it's random is quite cool. Have you ever faced random players in a tournament or a league or anything, or is this the first time?
Well, on the ladder, yes,
Yeah,
but
of course.
not in a tournament, no.
Is it true that random player just cheeses you all the time?
Well, I think we saw a final earlier today where he didn't, so apparently
Yeah,
not.
true. Yeah, it was a really good play. So I'm not gonna, you're not gonna tell your build or anything. So I'm gonna.
I don't have any builds.
You don't have any builds. You go for the drone all in or whatever shows up.
I had a test yesterday, so I only been studying all week, so no practice.
Well, no pressure. It's just the final, and and there's a bunch of cool prizes on stake here that we got from our sponsors. So there's a SSD 120 gigabytes from Kingston, and there's also some internal memory from our sponsors from QPad, Kingston, and Komplett. All right, I'm going to leave you guys to go into your booths, get on your headphones, start up the game, and get ready to rumble. Thank you very much. And applaud, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals of the Gamma League here at the University.
G to the double A,
We
double
did it
M.
again, man.
Yeah,
The University Star League.
I want to change that. Let's just screw the university thing and make this about a picture
Exactly.
company.
It's about a. Well, okay, go ahead. Go with your point.
No, that was my point actually.
That's a
Never
picture
mind.
company.
Carry on. Yeah, picture Universal.
I was just
Now
thinking
they're
like the
gonna sue
Universal.
us.
Well, it's like this is world, because it's not just going to stop in Sweden. We're
No.
going to dominate.
We're
going
gonna
to take over
dominate.
everything.
Yeah, Universal
You know?
Star League.
This is just the beginning.
Yep.
It's the small little seed in the ground right now that's
We're-
just sprouting.
We're
forth.
aiming for the stars.
I mean, it's in Sweden and it's the middle of winter now too, so it's going to be pretty hard. It's going to be a struggle.
that's
But
eventually
that's why-
that seed.
That's why it's taken
will
so long.
germinate.
And it will grow into this massive tree.
I'm gonna
But-
leave you here. You're gonna get to do the rest of this
Go
alone.
ahead,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Take
I'm
care.
sorry. I can't take
All
this
right, guys.
anymore.
Well, we are going to get into our final match of the night, and we know that both of these players deserve to be here. This is going to be the good stuff, man.
Bam, right here. So actually, let's talk a little bit about the players. And we can do this because we have some pimp overlays. And so let's start with, say, SAMURAIJACK, because that is the
One of the
epicest nick.
Dopest comics ever, or comics like animes,
Look at that
cartoons.
guy. Yeah.
Whoa,
One of the
did
best
they get that off
cartoons ever.
Facebook?
No, he probably get because we asked them to send a picture. If it didn't, we replaced it with
That's like
a cat.
a MySpace pic right there.
That's like a MySpace pic right here. How old is this guy anyway? How do you even know about MySpace? You're so young.
We've
aren't
been
you?
here
I
since
don't
the
know.
beginning.
That's true.
It was in our youth, but yet we remember it. We were scarred for life. I can still hear the dial tone in my ear.
Anyway. Jonathan Grim Almen, Stockholm's University, so he hasn't traveled very far to get here. And actually, he's playing
Random. Which is interesting. I mean,
which
it
is
keeps you-
so much more interesting, I think, to cast games because you don't find this in the higher leagues. You don't cast random people. You don't get to cast that aspect of the game, and sometimes you end up with the series we did in the beginning of the day, with one guy playing random and the other one proxying all of his buildings all around the map. That was crazy. I liked it a lot.
it gave us a lot of opportunities. It was entertaining matches.
Yep.
Because you never knew what the hell was going to go on. What was going to happen.
What was
And then he
gonna
tried to
happen.
4-gate a Terran, and you're like, well, that kind of just sucks because it would work in
Yes.
any other case but this one.
But exactly this one. Here's the fun fact, and I like that one. Favorite StarCraft 2 unit? Overlord. Least favorite StarCraft 2 unit? Overlord. And
Yeah, so it's a love-hate relationship.
I
This is
think
what
it's a
he's
love-hate.
describing.
Yeah,
right
I think the point is he probably loves it or hates it when he spawns as not or a Zerg or not Zerg, and he loves it and hates it when in the other way around.
So is
he
this
loves
like a
it in one
jab at
way.
Zerg?
Yeah, but do you love the Overlord as Zerg or do you hate the Overlord as Zerg? Which one is the love part of the relationship, and which one is the hate one? It's like a necessary evil.
It is.
You have
I
to
mean,
build
it's like
overlords.
it's this lovely little I guess it's like a balloon floating in the sky, isn't it? A really
Yeah.
big balloon, but
It
it's
is,
still
but
a
it's
balloon
just
that's giving you scouting information.
Yeah, but
so
it's
you
just
can't hate it.
No, you can't hate it, but it's just a paperweight. You have to move all these bastards around the map
You
and
do.
avoid things that would kill them, because in that case you can't build other things.
But then they're teaching you what is going to come to kill you at the same time. So if they die, it's the necessary sacrifice to be able to save the
for
whole.
like 4 minutes, my friend. For like 4 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. For like 4 minutes tops, you love that Overlord, and then you hit the
you're like-
Overlord. That could be, when he sponsors a Zerg, he loves the Overlord. He gives him early scouting information, but then he hates the Overlord because it dies scouting, and that's a blind blocks him.
Yeah, it does.
That's my theory.
But then,
What's your
I
theory?
just picture this Overlord being like, I am dying for the cause right now, and it's an honorable death. We all commend him. Kerrigan writes a letter to the Overmind. We're like,
home to his
this
family going,
Overlord died in his mission, but he allowed
John
us
the
to
Overlord.
he allowed us to pursue our goals as a race. We survived to fight another day because we knew DTs were coming at us.
Yep.
See, that's it. That's the
we
thing.
knew they were coming because the Overlord spotted the what?
But then
the-
you hate him. But then you hate him because if you're playing Protoss or Terran, you know that Overlord up in the
Then
sky is
Oliver
giving all the
going there.
information
Yeah,
back.
yeah, and you see him with his block going, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, wait, I'm up here. What are you going to do?
Exactly. And
That's-
then a Marine shows up. He's like, yeah, bro.
Hey, dude, I got
You're a floating balloon of gas.
And this
I've
guy's
got a
like,
rifle.
And the Overlord's like, come on, come on. That's the thing. I think my idea of it is that, well, let's, do we have the game set up? I think, yeah. Let's throw ourselves into the game with that.
Oh, we do?
Let's talk about Chorberg. I'm sorry. We didn't get to that. I got stuck in Overlord.
Chorberg.
But here's another a guy who doesn't have any fun facts. I mean, look at this guy. He looks quite fun to me.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's
So-
if the first picture was a MySpace picture. What's this? LinkedIn? No,
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Just a regular.
Because it's a
Facebook.
selfie, isn't it?
It's a selfie.
It is.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm thinking
he goes to
Instagram.
what is it? Kungliga?
More-
Kungliga?
Kungliga Tekniska Högskolan.
There you go.
It's
Högskola.
KTH in Stockholm. That's where I'm studying. So thank you very much for
What's up?
ridiculing the name.
He is here.
Yeah,
That wasn't
he's from here.
ridiculing. I was making an honest attempt at pronouncing the
Okay,
name.
yeah,
That's
sure.
giving it the respect it's deserved.
Sure, my friend. Sure. Of course you did. No, I'm totally fine with that. Chorberg, let's see what we have. If we have any.
Swedish at all.
No, we don't have any. I don't think you filled out the form of interesting information I wanted to get from all these people. No, he didn't. Unfortunately, bastard. I sent out a form they could fill, and they could write the fun stuff down. And people wrote down their favorite songs like this. So, like about SAMURAIJACK, we know that he likes Toftguard, would tell you what to do. He also likes the color orange. He has other hobbies. Riding, drinking, do shots, and sleeping. I'm guessing he does that in that order.
This guy's excellent.
Yeah, I'm thinking he does it in that order. He writes, he gets depressed, he drinks, he does some shots, and then he obviously sleeps. So I'm thinking this is the ordered list of what he likes to do on his
This guy
spare
sounds like a
time.
student to me.
Yeah. Oh, and they all get to pick their favorite esports person. A bunch of people pick Naniwa. Why? I don't understand. but never
It's a
mind.
mystery.
Yeah, then we have a lot of Dimagas, of course, a lot of Day9s, DJ, White Raw, who wouldn't love White Raw, and then again, who wouldn't love the Dong, so we have J Dong. And this guy, SAMURAIJACK, the other guy, writes old school Evo Sin. Evo.sin. What's this? Old school. Was this StarCraft 1? It's got to be StarCraft 1.
Yeah.
I mean, his name is SAMURAIJACK, so he's obviously old school in himself. Who's Evo Sin? I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I can't. Like,
I'm thinking the
no
esports
names come to
community.
mind at this
I think
point.
the esports community is sitting right here going, "No, guys, what?" And we're like, "Huh."
I don't think so. I
Evo
think that
Sin.
they have.
He never
they're wondering
contributed
as well.
Yeah,
It's a mystery, guys. And
It's a
actually, you know, we
mystery.
can usually rely on the chat for this. If you guys happen to know who he's talking about, put it in the chat.
put it in the chat. And with that, we're also going to throw ourselves into the game of the ages.
Yeah, it's going to be starting on Yonsu as well.
Yep.
So, you know, we can't really predict. It's a Zerg versus random.
It's a Zerg versus random. I'm going to say he's going to build, there's going to be overlords. That's my prediction. And what do you open with as a Zerg versus a random opponent?
Well,
Do you make a random opening to counter that?
you go six pull.
Yeah, you go 6 pull.
I-
Always go 6 pull.
He's 6 pull, man, because he's never going to expect it.
No.
And the thing, what I'm curious about right now is he doesn't actually say, you know, what race he spawned as.
No.
So that's another thing.
And that's a manner thing, you know. I used to do that on ladder when I played random. I've been
Yeah.
playing quite a lot of random, and I always did that. And everyone was like, "Yeah, sure, sure, guy, whatever," which is interesting enough.
You get into the higher brackets, and it's
Yeah,
just like
they'll-
people are just like, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks.
saying it. And
Yeah.
you're just like, yeah, no problem. Because, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Random is just kind of like you don't want to play one race. You want to play all three.
No.
It's not supposed to give you some, like,
Some strange
natural
advantage.
advantage.
But there is people who like that advantage of the
Of course.
players not knowing who they are. So, you know, I understand that as well.
and
Using
then it's
that
like,
as an advantage.
Shah, you know, you're
technically.
playing versus random. And you're like, you're missing the whole point of random, man.
Yeah.
Like, the whole point of random is to allow you to play all three races and just, you know, muck about and, you know, it's random.
I'm gonna do that every time I spawn as a random player on the ladder, and they write their race. I'm gonna stop playing. I'm gonna just start explaining, going, dude.
You're
The point
playing-
of random.
You're playing the random race. It's a race, bro.
It's a race. It's the whole idea. That's the 4th race. I was actually I'm thinking of making for University Star League cast in the future. Actually, just going to mention that we pretty much have a mirrored build here.
Yeah.
It's quite close to that. So two spawning pools going down. So I'm thinking we might see some epic early battles. But you know, for further leagues of University Star League, what I want to do is I want to add a quiz system, which we're actually working on in the middle, in between games, in pauses, where we just ask random quiz questions on gaming in general. You get 4 answers, and you get joined through the web page, and you just sign up and leave this. And the winner who scored the most points or whatever through night, he wins something. He or she wins something, and we'll send that in the mail, a T-shirt or a mouse pad, or they get to play a game with Thorstein or whatever. But Thorstein wouldn't let us play with that game with him. But anyway, doesn't matter. He has way too much to do. We could ask Naniwa. He's a nice esports person.
Yeah, Nani was a cool guy.
Yeah, so I would like to do that. And the first question I would make would be, which one's not a university? No, which one's not a StarCraft 2 race? Is it A, Terran? Is it B, Zerg? C, Protoss? Or D, random?
And then you're going to be like,
No.
they're all wrong.
Yeah, they're all wrong. Which is interesting because exactly.
It's a trap.
If you pick random, it randomly selects one of the other 3 answers for you. So that's what's going to screw the question up for you. I have another good question, a nerd question. I just want to have a question, which is it ... A plane, B a bird, C an airship, or D Superman?
And what are you going to say? You're going to say it's an airship?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's an airship. Because I like Nicki Minaj, starships. Yeah. So that's why. And here we go. A bunch of links, actually 6 of them to be more precise, are running into the base of chorberg. And chorberg has set up, actually, SAMURAIJACK even has set up a spine crawler in here. And SAMURAIJACK is samuraiing up. As the random player is, he doesn't really... he lives up to the random name, you know, of popping out cheese balls. It was SAMURAIJACK was the random one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how SAMURAIJACK, you know, he's a samurai and all, but he knows how to live in the shadows. And
He
he
does.
tried to get that spine crawler up. He tried to, you know, catch his opponent by surprise. That one stroke that would give him the win. And, well, you know, it didn't quite play out this time.
Nope.
But he's got the defense being set up at home, and he should be all right.
He should be absolutely all right. chorberg doing a counterattack quite easily, thwarting that aggression, doing a counterattack attack with some roaches. But there's 2 spine crawlers coming down there, and I'm thinking thinking those pine crawlers coupled with a few links would do quite nicely.
No
Then
links,
again, no links though. So, and those pine crawlers aren't even finished yet. So these roaches have a window of timing. They're going to manage to get one spine crawler down pretty quick. They both spawn, and we're going to see a transfuse. Now there's no queen there to transfuse. Even the workers come in here as well, and this is looking really bad for SAMURAIJACK. Actually, the second spine crawler is going down. The third one isn't even completed. There's 4 links behind this, and there's a bunch of links coming out for Jack, but against this amount of roaches, this is looking really bad for him. It was a quite interesting decision, I think, to go for that early pressure, throwing up the spine crawler there, and at the same time taking your second base. It was a little bit undecisive, I think. And whoa, there's a lot of links coming down, reinforcing this. Then again, I don't know if those reinforcements are even going to be necessary. Well, there's 14 links popping here, but I'm thinking those links might have a hard time matching up. Well, with the workers going down there as well.
With that positioning there, look at that, using the minerals and the geyser to actually keep his roaches alive for that much longer, and it's just buying time for the reinforcements to get in here. We have the link follow-up. There will be closing the gap, and now, I mean, there's not a whole lot the SAMURAIJACK can do in this position.
No, he's going to have to samurai those 6 workers out of this in a very convincing manner. And there's a GG right there. SAMURAIJACK did a nice spawning pool into aggression. Second hatchery into aggression, kind of interesting build. And yeah, that takes game number 1. Obviously, I don't think Zerg probably was his race. I don't know.
Perhaps it was his weakest, and that's why he went for that early game aggression.
Yeah,
he was
could
like,
be.
okay, maybe I can catch him out here, like slow him up.
Yep.
Just so happened that his opponent was going for the one build that would actually put a stop to that. You know, get that roach out there, get the roaches out.
Yeah.
You know, if the spine even went up, he might have been able to actually hold that off and stop it from doing any significant damage.
I'm thinking that roach build was he stayed on one base, building up some roaches. I'm thinking that was a defensive manner against against a random opponent. I think roaches are pretty good.
Yeah.
You can counter most things with roaches.
Then he saw his opportunity, man.
Yep.
He pounced like
And he
a
was
tiger.
like, I have roaches and an opponent which is weak. And he put 2 and 2 together, you know.
I must strike.
Yes, I must strike. KTH math skills, man.
I will
Prediction
hold nothing
skills,
back.
statistics. I will hold nothing back. I will send all the roaches there. Did you see the video from TLO? Oh, it's so funny. TLO sent us a shout-out video, which we played earlier today. Yeah, and he's in his chair, turning around, saying, "Hello, welcome. I'm CLO, and I want to wish everyone at University Starling a good luck." And I was so happy. He sent it to me. He's like, "Too much? Too little? Too much?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna put the text somewhere in Berlin, and if I have the time, I'm gonna put some Bond music in there." He's like, "Yeah, that would be a lot of fun." TLO, he's so cute. So cute.
Well, TLO's always he is one of the coolest cats in the scene, man. He's always up for that kind of stuff. He just gets right in and doesn't hesitate for a second. I mean, he was here at Cosmonova.
Yeah, and he had so much fun with him. We made the epic TLO time video with him making teen slow motion. This was one of the most stupid things I've done in my lifetime, but we had so much fun.
But it was still fun doing it. That's the whole point, man.
That's the whole point of University Star League. We don't do it well, we do it fun.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's that's what it's all about. But guys, spawning in the bottom right corner here on the second map of this series, Akalon Waste. It is going to be our Protoss random player, SAMURAIJACK.
SAMURAIJACK. Hi. And in the top left corner, it is the Zerg player, always spawning as a Zerg player, and it'll be chorberg. C. Horberg? He has a big H. Chorberg, C. Horberg.
C. Horberg?
It could be C. Horberg. He could be a British author for all I know.
You think Horberg is a British name?
Well, I don't even...
Oh, wait a second. No. Curious about that. I mean, it's not often that we see the Forge first play anymore.
No.
It does give him options, but the problem is that he's not sending that probe out to follow up. So you would think that, well, this is a 1v1 map. He would send that probe out there to get a little bit of scouting information.
This is since he's spawning against the Zerg, then yeah, he would. I'm thinking he should send that out to be able to follow up with a possible cannon rush on any early expansions coming down. But I'm guessing as well he can think that Chorberg decided that, yeah, I'm playing against a random player who cheesed the crap out of me. Well, halfway cheesed the crap out of me in the first game. So I don't think he would go for any early economical starts. Now, what position does this put SAMURAIJACK in, though? He nicely enough opened the first game with a pretty cheesy build and then follows up with some pretty economical stuff here. He knows that he has the advantage in that way. And here's the hatchery in the main. No scouting for that hatchery. And this is everything I hoped we would get out of the lower league games. I'm going to take a sip of water, lean back, and enjoy the hatchery.
Has this guy been watching Cats? That's the question, man.
I don't know if he's been watching Cats, and I don't care.
That's
Hatchery's a hatchery. But
Again,
yeah,
that's like Wings of Liberty stuff. That's what Cats used to do to
Yeah.
Protoss opponents. He's
And
like,
I-
oh, yeah, okay, I'll just go and proxy hatch you.
I loved watching his stream.
And this
Doing
is,
that, and people going, "Oh, Cats, there's your hatchery," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm winning anyway. Don't worry."
Oh, I'm wondering if SamuraiJack is wondering about this because Chorberg, he still hasn't put down that base, you know. So he's like, SamuraiJack could be wondering, like, well, where is your natural expansion, or did you
Yeah.
just forget? You know, perhaps your macro is a little bit weak. You know,
on the
This
side.
is something we could be wondering at this point. But then again, he's already had a taste of Chorberg's play. He knows what's up.
That's true. You never
But
know.
It's on the way.
It's on the way. Something's happening, and you know, while he's throwing that down, of course. I don't even really know what
Wait, he
what's
goes for speed.
he goes
Okay.
for speed, which is interesting. What would you want to see out of what did Cats do?
Roaches,
He
man.
did roaches,
Yeah, he
right?
went
Yeah,
roaches.
most of roaches. And there's the creep, showing its ugly face
Yeah.
on. That is there's two annoying feelings in this game. There are three annoying feelings in this game. One is when you see the light bending of a stealth unit in the back of your mineral line. The second one is when you see that that probe moving in to build a cannon next to your nexus, and the third one is the creep coming in your main base, and he's moving all those workers out to the natural base. So actually, what is this hatchery going to be able to do? He should be able to get up a whole bunch of units outside there, so he should be able to hold that ramp. He's going to lose a pylon. He's going to probably lose that nexus as well. There's a few settlers moving in here, and they're going to be able to take care of 4 or 5 links, but not many more than that. So this is a trade, I guess, to try to buy time. But what does he have on the way? He has another Zealot coming out. And behind this, there's the Roach Warren talking about. So there's going to be a lot more than a few links popping out of this this hatchery down here, along with the Spine Crawler as well. So he's has he decided to just move out of that main?
It seems like it. He's going to set up shop over here. The problem is that he doesn't actually have a cannon down to stop these links from harassing. There's a cannon on the wall, but there's no cannon in the mineral line.
No.
With a little bit of micro there, Chorberg could have actually managed to get some damage done on those probes, force them off the mineral line at least.
Yeah, there's 6 larvae, right up in here, and it's going to build what? Roaches out of those. 5 roaches popping up, and that Zealous is going to try to get down some damage on the Spine Crawler while he can. He's going to start chasing that. Yeah. His time is nigh. He needs to move out of there, and there's this pylon coming up again. With those roaches popping, he's going to have to cancel that pylon. There's a cannon protecting the natural one as well, so he has 2 cannons there now at least. The one cannon in the wall is going to get a few shots off where the roaches are trying to get into the natural, and actually the natural cannon is going to deal a lot more damage there. And there, of course, is Mothership Core on the way as well. So this is looking like a sandwich position for SamuraiJack, but then again, he could just move out and take a third, because those roaches are not going to be able to get out of there before...
That's like, he could get behind the mineral line. That's the problem. There's only the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core doesn't do the most damage. He can get back here and get quite a few probe kills.
He could.
I mean, it's a bit risky business, because now all of a sudden, you know, you've committed your roaches to the task, and it looks like he wants to deny this natural, and he's still going to work on the main as well. Chorberg's all over the place. What the hell?
Chorberg is eating SamuraiJack up from the
This guy's
inside.
done this before.
He's done this before, definitely done this before. There's another roach coming down. He's going to get eaten up by those 2 cannons there. And here's the actually, he's been trying to focus that one down. And there's the infestation pit. He's been trying to focus down the Nexus, which I don't think was the great idea. Actually, he could have done a lot more damage, denying those Zealots from doing all that damage to him, and actually tried to get a little something more done. But I'm not really sure he's going to be able to have done that. I don't see how he could have got a lot of damage done with those roaches. He would have been taken out by the Mothership Core sooner or later. He could try to focus Nexus, even move in to take out pylons. Well, he could have possibly moved in for the pylon. Powering those 2 cannons. In that case, he could have gotten a lot more damage off.
Perhaps, yeah.
I don't know.
then just denied any further pylons past that. You know, it's those small decisions that can make or break the situation. And you're right. You know, he didn't get too much out of the probes either. You know, getting those roaches down behind that mineral line. He denied the mining, but that was it. He didn't really get too many probe kills. So
No, exactly.
he's
So-
losing a little bit of ground here. I mean,
Yeah, the mining time denied in trade-off for all those roaches. I'm not sure if that was really worth it. And behind this is taking a lot of hatcheries. They decided that, you know,
That's
I'm
the thing.
macroing up on the outside. I got a hatchery here. Why don't I make a few more outside? Actually, SAMURAIJACK is only on one base. And where is he taking this? He's researching. He's researching +1 attack. He's got gateway, warp gate coming on, and there's a lot.
why
of
did he just pop so many drones in the main?
workers. I'm thinking he actually put these on the same
He could
hotkey
have.
and just made a bunch of workers. What are you
Spine
going to do
crawler
with those
push.
workers? He's going to spine crawler
I
those?
want to see a spine crawler push. at
I'm
this point.
thinking he's going to do spine crawler push, but what's he going to be able to do with that spine crawler push?
Hold on. Let's go down. Let's see it. And all right, so there we go.
They're going to take out the gas geyser.
I mean, he comes up with the queen, and the mothership core can't shoot this.
No, the mothership core is not going to. The mothership core is taking some heavy damage here. Actually, what's the range of the photo?
Wait,
of
can't
the
let the queen
overcharge?
die. Can't let
The
queen die. Pull
the
the queen
queen's going
back.
to die, and he's going to be able to move these units back. And the mothership core, come on, the mothership. Oh, he's got. But those spore cores are not in range of the mothership core now. What's the range of the overcharge on the Nexus, dude? I don't know.
It could get far enough. That's the thing. If the mothership core gets enough energy, it
Yeah.
could start denying it. But then again, he can just start picking away at this wall. If he gets enough spines up, he can just start to march them down onto the ramp and start picking away at the wall, get the pylons. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of room to work with here for SAMURAIJACK. He's got creep spreading out into his base as well.
Oh my god, he's taking over the ground here, but that's this late 4 gate coming down from SAMURAIJACK, which is actually not really doing anything with. It's producing immortals, I guess, to be able to take out those spine crawlers, but I really don't think that that's what you want to fight against here. He's actually taking a base in his old main. He is. He decided that, hey, this is well defended.
This is my base now.
This is my base now. And the point is, well, why not? I'm thinking SAMURAIJACK could do a lot of damage. He just took his units and moved them out and tried to take out the bases of chorberg, the original bases. He would stop him from getting out of that now walled-in position in his old main. Us on the lower leagues is when people say, I can't really defend. It's nice with that dirty robotics facility right over there. But, you know, this is, I'm talking to people in lower leagues like, I can't defend a cannon rush. I just can't kill the cannons. And you're like, you know, if someone's invested that much in getting a few powerful units into your base, why do you actually fight his actual power when you should just move back in his base and kill him? So he could take a bunch of workers, he could take his units and just go in there and kill the original bases of chorberg, and chorberg's got nothing to defend that. So he's just sitting here, and we're seeing the same problem from SAMURAIJACK as we saw from Tusken.
He's all over the place. And now
And you're like staring at the screen going, what's happening?
he's droning up
But
his
he's moving
opponent's
down.
main.
He's slowly moving the spine crawler down
no,
here.
he's
He's like,
just
don't
inching
worry,
him down there.
I got this.
And it's what gets
one
better.
spine crawler at a time.
He's making swarm hosts now. So he's going to start being able to march Locust down the ramp. Cover
Swarm hosts?
Yeah, he's got the swarm hosts on the way now. So
Are
he's
you
like, hey,
kidding me?
Locusts get down there. They
This
put
is
the spines
insane.
down.
How is he making this work?
All right, well, now
Oh, here we go. Here's the push.
He's
He's going to try to take. He's taking out one spine crawler. I'm thinking take out the rest. Take out. Just move up. You have to go up the ramp. You need
We
vision.
need those locusts.
Vision.
We need those locusts now.
There we
need those
go.
locusts.
The spine crawlers are taking out, and these immortals are taking so much damage. But he doesn't have anything to detect the locust with. Then again, they're not doing very much damage. Not much to detect the swarm host with. Then again, if they move down the ramp, he's going to have the cannons there for detection, but he's got to be thinking, where are those locusts coming from? He's going to be able to take out this base, and he's going to be so surprised and funny, full of mining drones here as well. Taking out the hatchery. This, my friend, is High League StarCraft right here. This is a very... And there's the Observer coming out, so he's going to be able to take out those swarm hosts if he moves the Observer in place. Then again, you know, that's a decision you don't have to rush. It's a big decision to make. You're going to take your time.
I mean, locusts do so much damage. If he was microing those, he could actually pick off these immortals. And he's got the 4 that just spawned. He's gonna get 1 immortal. 1 goes down. And
One
now
immortal goes down.
Where the hell? Okay, so hold on. Let's see what's going on here. I mean,
he's
not
focusing
even
the
producing
larva now.
drones. He's not even producing drones right now. He's like not really doing much, chorberg. He's
That
got
was-
oversaturation in the
I
main.
don't really know why he committed to building all those workers in that base. I'm
Yeah.
thinking it must have been a mistake.
It's like the ultimate troll move. He's just like...
yeah, and he has so many larvae,
Like,
and he's finally using it.
he's never going to get up here. He's never going to
42
get up here.
links, and he's producing 42 links. Chorberg is at, well, he's at 38 workers to the 26 of SAMURAIJACK. Then again, SAMURAIJACK still only one base. Chorberg, if he just saturated his 3 bases, he could overrun this with insane production. But no, he decided that a crap ton his links is what I'm going to be able to do right now. And I'm thinking SAMURAIJACK's main objective is and has been to just take back that one freaking lost base of his. It's like his ire.
It is. For ire, man.
For ire.
I'm still waiting. I mean, he's got so much gas banked up, and he's going for the hive, chorberg. So it's like, what's he going to go for next? Is it going to be... I mean, he's going for melee
2000.
upgrades.
He's
He's going for
got
melee
much.
upgrades, and now he's starting to drone up. So he's like, okay, you know, I need
I
to
was
actually get some
like-
minerals. But the problem is there's so much here now
Yeah.
for SAMURAIJACK.
Yeah, and here we go. The links are coming
Oh,
in
wow.
here. It's going to be able to take out a whole bunch of these stalkers, but then again, there's a whole crap ton of zealots in here. Don't back. Yeah, with a
Back
few
off, back
force
off, go
fields,
back
he's
off.
closing in. Yeah, he's closing in the stalkers. And don't turn, man. Don't turn. Keep pushing. There's not that much. Obviously, you killed the whole army because it was moving out. There's nothing coming up there to back up with. So moving and try to do some damage before it's too late, man. And you really need to take a second base. There's 30 more links in production, and they got some upgrades going on here. So there's a window for SAMURAIJACK to equalize his economy before these links will kick in. It's going to be able to take out an overlord there, and those stalkers are in the front here, but they're not taking enough damage. It's doing a lot of damage here. He's getting those zealots in there, and he's going to be able to equalize his economy right now, I'm thinking. There's not enough links here to stop this. Oh, he needs to turn those zealots back, I think. No, actually, he's doing quite fine.
Yeah, man, the +1 zealots, man. The +1 zealots.
Oh,
that's
he's
just
right.
that
That's right. He has
handful-
+1.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about that.
Of +1 zealots is just shredding the links. You know,
And-
he got the great surround on the stalkers, but the problem is there were so many zealots they were just able to chow right through everything.
And here are the warp gates, the warping in of units from that. Oh, this is insane.
The patience of SAMURAIJACK. He was like, okay, you can take the main.
You can take
I'm
the
fine with this.
I don't care. I'm just going to let you build all the workers in there because I know you're going to do that. I'm going to wait for Immortals. I'm going to take up your spine crawlers. I'm going to take up that. And there's the GG. Well played. And well played indeed. They set the match up to 1-1. Yeah, so...
That was everywhere, man. That was all over the place.
yeah,
But that was perfect. That's what we were hoping for.
That was
That's what I want.
That's
That's the kind of
exactly
game I wanna
why
see.
we're doing this. We want to see these types of games, and obviously these guys are showmanship people. I mean, Chorberg, when he was on these 3 bases, he was like, you know, I could macro up, which would leave me with a huge advantage in income. I could build a crap ton of units, and I could win.
Or
I could
actually
build
build a bunch of
another
spine crawlers.
base in this guy's main, try to defend it with spine and spore crawlers, work on taking
wish.
up to swarm hosts,
Yeah.
build them in his own base, where, by the way, I'm mining, and this way I could try to slowly push down his ramp the back way.
I just wish he could have got those swarm hosts out earlier.
I
If he
wish.
got like 5 swarm hosts out
Yeah.
earlier with the spine crawler push,
Yeah.
he could have just overrun everything.
It could have overrun everything, actually. If it just didn't take that one base, that one extra base outside of this, or just saturated it a little, I don't know. Dude, we have another game coming along, so
Yeah, man, they are
throw,
not messing
they're
around.
ready. These guys are as ready as guys have ever been to play StarCraft. Obviously, they were very happy with the last game as well. We had a ha-ha GG well played, which is usually coming from the BM player who's winning and just wants to tell the other person that I'm better than you, and I'm going to laugh.
I just think chorberg's having a good time at this point, man. That looked like to
Joe
me.
was like, hell, what do I build now? Links? No, foremost. No, I don't know.
This guy's just having a ball right now.
Yeah.
That looked like to me, you know, a player who's just having a good time. He's just doing whatever the hell he wants. He gets the proxy
Exactly.
hatch and it works, and then he's like, what do I do? I'm just gonna do things, you know,
just
and
gonna
like
do
put a
stuff
spine crawler down,
and see
put a bunch
whatever
of
works.
stuff down.
And see whatever works. Try to stay alive as long as possible. Drag out the humor.
And it worked.
It worked very well. All right, so going into game number 3, would you like to take off the first with the first introduction?
Well, you know,
Introduction.
the man of the hour from the last time around, from that last map, who managed to hang on to the very bitter end and somehow claw his way to victory. It is SAMURAIJACK spawning in the bottom right corner. And the top left.
LOL, says Chorberg, the blue Zerg spawning in the top left. Sorry, bad build.
Your opponent can't know that, Core.
Your opponent doesn't know
Your
that.
opponent
Don't
doesn't know.
tell him. Just think you're proxying something.
Is he trying to? Is the double fake?
Say
it's
what?
the double fake. No,
It's
he's
the
like
double what?
he's gonna
Say
think that
what?
he's gonna think that I was 6-pulling.
Yeah, or it's the old. There's another interesting strategy used on this this level, which is if I type something in the chat, if I really focus to do my macro and type something in the chat, I will throw the other player off.
Exactly.
By, you know, you usually know in the lower leagues that. Whoa, something strange there. They're just derping around on every level here.
Yeah.
And I like
now
that.
it's like Zeth is getting in on this.
Seth
It's
and
okay,
Seth and I was
guys.
like, I
It's
don't even
okay.
care. Observing, what's there to observe, really? I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna go grab into the discussion and hey, let's play a round of Rainer's Party. You know, you know the typing game. We get to write something. Sethian, could we get this Rainer's Party thing going? Say, type something, and let's see which player can type it in fastest.
Now Zeth is like even getting in here. He's like, well, hard, okay. You don't need to be talking to them, Zeth.
Don't know.
Can they actually see you? Are you as an admin?
I don't even know. He's an observer. I don't think he
observer,
can
but
talk to them. Actually,
If he said as a referee.
he can talk to us though. There's no other way of communicating.
Hi, Zeth. Well, we love you too, buddy.
That's true.
DreamHack don't love you though.
No, they don't. DreamHack loves nobody.
No, they are. They're heartless,
No,
cold people.
no, we love them. We love them
Swedes,
for
you
doing
know.
what you. Yeah.
But you know, as far as the match is concerned, guys, you know, we'll stop rambling. For now, it seems like it's just kind of steady play on both sides of the map. We do have a bit of a change, however, over on the Samurai side of things, and that's going to be interesting to see where this goes. In fact,
Yeah. How's stuff in SAMURAIJACK land?
yeah, he's got a bit of the baneliness going on. He's going to go for the big boom.
Big
Just a
boom.
few minutes time. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gearing up for it. He's got the gas. It's stocking up, and he's doing nothing but produce lings. He's already putting the pressure onto the natural expansion, and that's actually gone up here for Chorberg. So he's actually committed to the fact that, yes, this second base is going to go up, and he's going for the spine crawler. This is going to be his line of defense.
Yeah, it is, and there's a lot of pressure coming in here from for SAMURAIJACK, and this is actually this is looking a bit the same as last time when we had him playing Zerg. He doesn't look too comfortable, I guess, in the matchup, so he decides to do some high pressure builds, and here we go. A lot of Balings morphing right here outside the other base.
Yeah, this is aggressive work as well. I mean, we do have SpaceDuck.
Yeah, SpaceDuck is microing.
Space, get out!
SpaceDuck! It's our guy.
Come on, Duck.
Well, you know, he has to be in there because SpaceDuck. Let's talk about SpaceDuck.
He's left. He's left.
SpaceDuck, dude.
But then Zeth like pauses the game.
That's like, hey, we need a minute.
Yeah,
to
we
mourn
need
the loss
another
of
more
SpaceDuck.
minute here, guys. All right, 3, 2, 1, and now we get back into it. So thank you very much. Let's not give SAMURAIJACK a heart attack.
No, that's true. Heart attack, Jack.
Heart attack, Jack, man. Hey, maybe he's gonna commit seppuku if he doesn't actually pull this off in the end. You know,
Well,
he's gonna go for this, and he's gonna be like, "I failed," and then we're gonna find him in the back corner of the hall.
Yep,
gonna
with a
be brutal.
katana through him.
Yeah.
Where he'd get that katana, I don't know. Well, obviously he has one with
Sweden.
him. He's SAMURAIJACK. It's Sweden. We have katanas all over the
Oh,
place.
is he gonna go for it? Yes, he is. He's gonna
Yes,
pull back with
he's
one
pulling
bane,
up-
and
he's
he
pulling in
does.
the back. Oh,
Very nicely done, though. That he only committed one baneling to that, and he's actually removed all the legs, and now he's
There's a
going to
bullet.
town. Good connects, actually picking off a couple drones.
yeah, he's got a lot of links in here though as well. And the question is, what does it do? He's going for the workers, and now he's switching over to try to get that queen out of the way. I think that's a very good idea if he manages to do that. So the queen goes down. He's going to be able to do some damage on these workers, but the workers going to be able to clean up the aggression. That leaves them to a quite equal worker count actually, 10 to 12. The point is though that the Chorberg has a freaking hatchery and a spine crawler with a queen out there. So I would have to definitely give Chorberg the advantage here. SAMURAIJACK, though, on the other hand, is relentless. He's saying, this is the way I'm going to win. No other way am I going to win. I don't care. I will win.
He is committed to the task. And this man, I mean, he is
El
not putting
Tasco,
up,
as
he's
they
not
call
putting
it.
up with anything. Yeah, exactly, man. El Tasco. And sa
Spanish.
mission, tu vois, sa mission.
Oui.
And you know, this is kind of the thing. He has to kind of commit. It's do or die time for him.
It is pretty duodyne time. He noticed that there was a natural expansion there, so there was not much to do.
What's important is he didn't kill that natural expansion. That's the problem. So
that was the big trouble.
He could have tried to contain his opponent on the main base, but instead, he's like, okay, I'll go up and try and kill him outright. And unfortunately for him, he focused too long on that queen. He couldn't quite get the kills on the drones. Like so many drones were just at like 1 or 2 HP.
He could have actually killed a lot of drones. And here's a lot of banelings coming in here. And they're gonna. That's not really an efficient use of those banelings. They did manage to take out a queen, but they didn't, and they took out a few workers as well. But these banelings could be able to get a few connections, and on the other hand, there's chorberg's lings right inside of the mineral line of SAMURAIJACK, and this is spelling problems for Jack. Actually, the spine crawler is about to finish. He's actually put them into the corner there, and he's got that spine crawler, but that spine crawler is not going to be able to take care of a lot of links, and this is looking pretty grim for Jack with only 4 workers left.
Oh, yeah, and he actually loses the spine as well. There's only 2 drones left. There's 5 on the way with the queen to boot, but it's not going to be enough. chorberg is going to pick up the win. GG is called from both players, and that is him securing that 2-1 lead.
2-1 lead. There goes the man himself, SAMURAIJACK, saying, kamikaze is the only way of actually winning Zerg versus Zerg.
You got to admire the bravery that goes into that. It is very samurai-like. He's committed to the task. He's like, I am going to get my job done, and if I fail to do that, well, then I fall on my sword.
No change of mind. It's true. He follows his ship down. He's like the Titanic of random players.
and chorberg, he just happens to be the iceberg.
chorberg just happened to be the iceberg, which is all problem when he's just been meeting Ocean on the ladder so far. Just playing Ocean players.
Sailing through.
Yeah.
It's been a beautiful sunny day, and then all of a sudden it drops to -30, and there's a giant chorberg iceberg.
Bam. We talked about those ice maps, man.
Well, guys, this is getting pretty.
This, guys, is the University Starling. You're tuning in to some premium silver level play. You're not going to see this anywhere else.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact.
No. So, I mean, it's really just, can SAMURAIJACK get... I mean, now I'm wondering, we've seen his Protoss, we've seen his Zerg. What's his Terran like?
What's his Terran like?
Is he going to like 2-rack
I'm thinking the idea is, for Zerg, he's like, I can't play this. I'm just going to have to build some early something with a play. Yeah, just load up the next map. I'm going to build some early something, and I'm going to go try to end it very quickly. As a Protoss, he's like, I don't know how to early all in without being all too cheesy, so I'll just cheese macro instead. Maybe that'll work. And maybe he's like a diamond level Terran player, and we just didn't get to see his diamond Terran.
That could be it.
Yeah.
And he's going to pull off this like masterful 2-racks, or just make 5 Reapers and go kill him or something.
Yeah.
Micro could be it.
Micro. So let's throw ourselves into the next game here. The question is, do we have SpaceDuck with us? I don't know. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. I'm missing him. I'm feeling the lack of SpaceDuck is worrying me.
There's like no way to check that either. Like
no.
He's actually washing.
No.
Wait, yes, we do have the space.
We do have the space. Okay, then in that case, I think we can continue with the game.
I think so too.
Fine.
So spawning in the top left corner, he is down a map in this series. Needs to get this or go home with a second place spot. It is going to be SAMURAIJACK, our random Protoss player, spawning in the top left.
Yep, and spawning in the lower right corner, about as far away as from the other player as you can be, actually as far away as you can be, is chorberg, the Zerg player who's managed to hold down the early aggression of SAMURAIJACK's 2 Zerg spawns. Then again, he did quite fine with his Protoss, though he did quite unconventionally fine, I might say. He did fine. So he looked quite on top of his Protoss. He
kept his cool under pressure.
He kept his cool under pressure, and he was working that composition, man.
Yeah. No, he made it. He was like, what do I need to kill spine crawlers?
Exactly.
Immortals. And lots of them.
And I don't care how long it will take me. I will get those immortals. I will kill those spine crawlers, and I will win the samurai way. Exactly.
That one swift stroke, and it was very samurai of him as well. One stroke was all it took, and it was just unrelenting aggression from there on out.
It's this whole shing moment. You don't even see him move. You just see him. You just see him sheathing the katana behind the opponent, and he falls down like 10 seconds later.
Anime?
No, I don't watch too much anime because you can't watch too much anime. What's your point?
Yeah, what's your
point? What are you trying to get to? Yeah, here we go. Same build as last time. Forge first, trying to get that. Oh, and there's a bunch of early links here, actually, getting out. So he's going to try to do some pressure. I'm not sure about this. There's quite a scouting distance, actually, so I'm thinking he's not going to run straight across the map, or is he?
He is, because he's
actually
managed to
running.
scout.
Oh, yeah,
he
he has
scouted the bottom left. He scouted top right. Now
he does have an overlord up there in the top, so he's going to run over there. And there's a yeah, he saw those links coming, so he's just going to wall off. He's got a cannon behind this, so I'm thinking he's not going to get through.
Yeah, it's whether he can kill this probe fast enough with the time that it's going to take.
Yeah,
and there we go. The block goes down.
Yeah, that was a
knows
very
what's up.
good decision from him, I think, to throw that pylon, and he's actually trying to divert them for a little while, which is not pretty unnecessary actually, because he's got the cannon there, and this can't be fun to see for chorberg. This is a big issue. He's far behind in economy. He's got his own base coming down here, but it's going to be a lot later than SAMURAIJACK. So SAMURAIJACK has a nice economical setup for him here, and chorberg really didn't do too well with his early game aggression.
Would you say he has the upper hand?
I would say he has the upper hand.
Yeah.
Yes. If there's two hands on top of each other, he would have the one that's
Placed
above.
on top.
Yes, placed on top. Put on, yes. A sandwich of hands, you might say.
And he had the top slice of bread.
He had the top slice of bread. The question is, to make that a sandwich, you legitimately have to have something in between those hands. What would be
you
the
say
sandwich?
it's the title is in that sandwich right now?
The which one?
The title.
The
is in that
title.
sandwich
Oh,
right now.
that's true.
You know, because
Shit,
this is
you're
his
getting
life
all
on the line right now.
Yeah, you're getting all poetic on me. I like that. It's your French side
Two
coming
loaves
out.
of bread, man. What's in between? It's that tasty title.
It's
like a Nutella peanut butter sandwich. You can't beat that.
That's true. Ask Madalisk. She knows all about it.
Oh, dude, Madalisk, yeah, she's all about the Nutella.
All about the Nutella. All about, yeah, I don't know. All about the titles as well.
That she is. I mean, she just won the, the ESF World Championship.
All these douchebags online making the sandwich jokes. The point is, her sandwich has the woman's sandwich joke. This douchebaggery with
go make a sandwich.
Yeah, go make a sandwich.
Yeah,
Why is it
right.
this woman in the kitchen with all this douchebaggery? You know,
Yeah, I
well,
never made any of those
ha
jokes.
for them, because her sandwich has a world championship title in between it. Huh?
She made that sandwich.
She made that sandwich of hurt onto the other players. That's true. And this guy, what's in his sandwich? A cheesy random player. I don't know.
We went really far with this.
I don't even know where I'm getting with this. I'm thinking people are douchebags online, but then again, is that really even a thing to talk about?
I'm not sure. I mean, you're talking about promoting, like a more constructive environment for esports, a very positive environment, and then you're calling people douchebags. Like, I don't know where you're going.
I don't know. I was
You're all
trying
over
to
the
change
place
that
right
by
now.
telling you, guys, you're douchebags. Chill out, get a life, get mature, and I call them douchebags. That's true. I'm sorry.
There's a little bit of confusion here. We
taking
might have to
everything
sit
back.
down over a drink later and go over this. Clear some tension.
Do you have anything French like a baguette and a
I
basket?
do. I got a bottle of wine.
And you go like, I don't know
And
what
it
to
just so
talk about.
happens that
This.
my shirt has stripes.
Yeah. El Stripo.
It's perfect. All right. Well,
So what's happening in the game, man?
I mean, so far it looks like we have a whole monster
Whoa.
load
Of workers.
of workers being created in the main base.
And why not? Let's see what's on the SAMURAIJACK side of things. He's got two bases, but he's got all the workers in the main one because he decided this is the good base. This is where the good minerals are.
Yeah,
Why would
we
I fish
prefer
in
this, man.
inferior? Why would I fish in inferior waters?
They're afraid of leaving the nest. They don't want to leave home. They're in the main base, and that's where they were hatched, and that's they're not gonna move out yet. It's gonna come down to whether the Overmind can kick them out eventually.
Whether the Overmind can gather the control and say like, hey guys, grow up.
Yeah, grow up. It's time
move
to
out.
go.
It's time to move
It's
out.
time to
You're
spread your
18.
wings and fly.
We have more than
Your little
18
drone
workers.
wings.
Yeah, we have
Little
all
drone membranes. I don't know what the hell
Membranes.
drones have on the side.
insane with the move out with the membranes. Move out of the base. All right. So what's happening on
Make
the
money.
Make
Make minerals. Go get me the minerals, boy.
Exactly. I didn't breed these many children to not make me maintain my old age. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so there's a mothership core here for SAMURAIJACK, just holding the base, and he's still walled in, so he's going to have to take something up before he's moving out, I guess. He's got that Immortal coming in sentries and +1, so I'm thinking we can see a 2-base sentry mortal push out there with +1, which is going to be a powerful choice.
Yes, it is. I like this. This is going to give a lot of options. The thing is we don't have any kind of presence out on the map for him yet.
No.
And the other issue is that this Overlord is going to get in here and scout this. The 3 sentries are going to hop right to it and try and pick it out of the sky. but I mean, the information is there. Chorberg has seen what is up.
Yeah, he warped into Stalker to take the last hit there. KS. If this would have been a LOL game, people would have raged so bad.
Those 3 sentries, you know, like those 3 support,
Like,
they worked so
guys.
hard to get that kill. and that Stalker out of
and
nowhere.
then the AD carry pops up and like, boom!
One shot.
I'm adding this to my money bank.
So I mean, still, you know, he's very intent on making sure that every single mineral is getting got here in this main base right now. Chorberg,
he's gutting those
he's
minerals.
like China right now. He has too many people for the work. He's just putting them all over the place.
Yeah. Throwing it all around. No, it would spread those around. He would get a much better economy, of course. He's got that Spire coming up there. He's got 1-1 for ranged units. I'm guessing he's going to go for what? He's got 1-1 for ranged units, but he's putting down the Spire. What do you think about that?
That seems interesting.
It seems like a strange combination in itself.
And
here's
could he
the
be
move on.
predicting like Colossus?
Yeah,
That's
it
the
could
one
be.
thing that could be. It's like, okay, is he gonna go like roaches and then have just corruptors there to snipe any Colossus that are coming?
Yeah,
That could be the read.
Yeah, it could be the read because he saw the robotics bay. No, the
robotics facility.
Exactly, he saw the robotics facility up there. So I could thinking that on 2 base he's been taking for quite a while actually. It didn't. I think he scouted a whole bunch of gateways though, so he should know that some type of pressure is coming. And that's fun. Finishing up the 1-1, and he's got 20 roaches on the way.
Yeah.
So this is I think a good move by him. Those
He's
roaches,
in a good position.
Yeah, he's in a good position. It's going to take a lot of good force fields from SAMURAIJACK to be able to do that. But again, what's the army what's the army figures here? Chorberg is actually up to 59 workers now. Then again, they're all in the main base. But he's up to 59 workers, which means that if he could just hold this push, then he's in an absolutely super fine position to take this.
This is
Take
a
the
shame for
3-1.
SAMURAIJACK. He's about to get supply blocked, and he is not going to be able to. I mean, he doesn't even know how to pylon in production right now. He
No.
has nothing. So, like, warping units in, that's not going to happen. And the problem is that, well, there's a bit of a supply block going down for Chorberg as well. So, as it happens, they're both going to kind of, like, even each other out, where it's like neither of them are actually going to be able to produce units.
Yeah.
Somehow, in some weird kind of sense, that actually kind of makes sense. Some weird kind of way.
Yeah, you're not making sense, but I like that. I like you anyway.
Wait, we just
No,
have
you
a
are
bunch
making
of
sense.
Overlords pop there, so.
Yeah, he's throwing out. He's got 15 more of those, and again, SAMURAIJACK is doing the big problem you usually have with low league players. I'm just going to warp in a few more units before I attack. I'm just going to slow all this a little more, and every minute, every second he's doing that is going to take him time. And this is really going to come down to these engagements. Oh, you need to force field. Don't run away. You need to force field.
Force field the ramp right there.
Force field the ramp. There it is. Come on, force field the ramp and start taking them out.
Force field!
Also
It's there!
field it. And there he goes. Finally, he's getting somewhat of an engagement. He's getting a bunch of free roaches here, but the question is, did he already lose too much? He's getting a bunch of roaches from there as well. If he just force fields the ramp there, keeping them up there, he's going to be able to pick these down a few at a time. And this is the engagement for him. He's going to have to equalize the economy for these 2 players.
He's chopping them up, man.
He's chopping them up, and he's going to have to keep doing that and equalize this. There's so many roaches, but then again, there's a whole bunch of immortals here. And with this army composition, he's in the perfect shape to take out a whole bunch of roaches. So again, the problem is there's 20 more popping. So, and the 2-2 is about to finish in a while. So he has to be able to do some good damage here. Don't turn around too much. Yeah, you need to keep doing damage. And he manages to chop those off nicely, but he doesn't have too many force fields left. Is he going to be able to keep this up? I don't think so. It's still 59 to 32 workers. He's going to have to make something happen with this push.
Well, he's committed to the task at this point. This is it. It's
Here it is.
The moment here. He is going for it, and he is actually managing to chop up a good portion of those roaches.
And those roaches are not focusing the immortals. So he's actually, the immortals are alive, and they're getting a lot of kills. So if he manages to just push his way in there and do a lot of damage, take out a base, take out some sort of production, then he's going to be able to do this, actually.
No, he is getting caught right now. There are still roaches popping, but the supply is dropping. There's still twice the supply, however, for Chorberg, and eventually SAMURAIJACK. If we check what's going on in production, there's only 3 roaches in production. He's managed to get another handful here. He needs to just commit to this. Pull the drones. Pull everything you can. You need to kill this army.
And there's one immortal solo here. If you could take that one out, he would keep a lot of roaches alive, but there's so many roaches popping in here. I'm thinking these roaches would be able. There's workers in here as well, taking that out, and of course he can throw away a whole bunch of workers. So this is looking like Chorberg has finally averted this push, and 42 to 111 supply. I really don't see SAMURAIJACK being able to come back from this. Here's the roaches pushing out on the field, taking out proxy pylons.
This is going to be very tricky indeed.
Yeah.
Seeing as how there's quite a few roaches still alive here. and not a whole lot back home. I mean, there's still the economy, but let's take a look real quick at the worker count. 56 for Chorberg and, well,
32
for SAMURAIJACK.
So if SAMURAIJACK had taken a base behind this, there was a possibility they could have gotten back up. But this is looking pretty bad, actually. Oh, there's 2 Stargates coming up here.
This,
but
it's not going to happen fast enough.
I respect that as well, but I think it's too late as well.
Yeah, this is going to be, I mean, he needs sentries to just like force field, perpetual force field this section. And is he going to be able to do it? I don't think so. We have the Roaches actually infiltrating already. There's an Immortal that pops.
Come on, Immortal. Do your job. And that cannon is taken out. There's another cannon up there. They're going to be able to deal at least some damage. And as long as that Immortal can stand in the back dealing damage, then actually he's going to be able to... Oh. No, he takes out the pylon. Oh, wow, that was such a key move there. Managed to take that out and stop the whole warp, and that, I think, won him the game.
Yeah, the bot that time, that crucial second. Now he gets up into the main base, and he's slowly overwhelming these units. They have +1, but still, the work is done.
Exactly. He gets past the photon overcharge as well. There's enough... I think he has enough for another one. He does, but that's probably too late. He's taken out a whole bunch of workers here, and SAMURAIJACK down to 23 workers. He really can't afford to lose anymore, though. He's going to be able to thwart this push, but then again, there's more coming.
Yeah, exactly right. We just have the rallies now just crossing the map. The nice thing, however, is that he has, throughout all of this, he has bought the time for these Stargates to start producing these Void Rays. So, I mean, if he gets like 2 to 4 Void Rays out, he's going to have the 2. If he gets 4 Void Rays out there, I mean, these are just Roaches after all. Yeah,
and there's nothing in production, actually, for Chorberg. So if he managed to get that overwhelm, take out those Roaches, he could actually probably even counter. There's not much. Does Chorberg even have a Hydra then? Anywhere? No, I don't think so.
At this point, it's minerals that's what's limited. Minerals are limiting SAMURAIJACK. He doesn't have the minerals enough here to do the job. He might not even want, he's got quite a bit of a gas bank built up as well. But it looks like he's going to go ahead and spend that on sentries.
Yeah, I think so too. And here's a lot of Roaches coming in there. He's going to try to get those units out of there. And he's force-filling them all in. And here comes the Void Rays out, charging up and trying to take out these. But there's so many Roaches, they're going to be able to do so much damage before they die.
Yeah, and this photon overcharge, it is already halfway done.
Move the workers.
About to take down, and now, exactly. And this is
the Void Rays are going in the wrong direction. Come on, man, move the workers, move the Void Rays, do this. Come on, work it.
Work it now.
Work it, baby. He's taking down the Forge, which is... Oh, and there's the Mutalisks popping out as well. And that's the GG way of play. And SAMURAIJACK gets beaten down and convincing 3-1 by Chorberg.
Yeah, congratulations to Chorberg for netting that win. And in the end, it really did look convincing. No messing about. He went for the throat, man.
He went for the throat.
He was like, okay, you're coming at me. I am going to punish you for that. The disrespect.
Yeah. It looked very convincing, simple, straightforward, and except for that one game, of course. With the proxy hatcheries and the...
But that was one of the most entertaining games.
That was epic.
Come on,
that was epic. I love that one. That was so much fun.
We could all enjoy that game.
We all enjoyed that game. And I'm thinking with that, actually, we're going to wrap up for us for the night. That was the Gamma Finals. We have our winner for the Gamma one. So we've cornered the winners. We've crowned the champions for all 3 casual leagues, for Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. And tomorrow we're going to pop into some epic games in the competitive league. So we're going to play on a completely different level. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've enjoyed today a lot. The spine crawler moves, all the strange games, all the unconventional play, and all the epic straight up, battles for people on the same level. It's fun to watch lower level leaguers play against each other as well, as long as they're matched up, properly, which is what the casual league is about. So it's been so much fun, and we're going to leave over to the stage, and they're going to get to interview the winners, and then I think we're going to take a look at the players' couch and let them take us into the night.
Sounds lovely.
All right, so I'm standing here with the players and also with the winner, Chorberg. I think I heard your name said like 10 different ways. Chorberg, Chorberg, Orberg, and so on. But it's Chorberg, right?
Yes, Chorberg is the correct way to pronounce it.
All right, I'm not going to ask you the obvious question how it feels to win. But the thing is, in the second game, what the hell was that?
Actually, I have some friends here in the audience, and I promised one of them that if he went Forge Expand and I saw it, I wouldn't take my natural expand. I would expand inside his main base instead. So that's why I did it.
That was so weird. But you actually countered it.
Yeah.
All right. Have you seen that build before?
No.
I think everyone on stream just yelled, "Cats! It's a cat
yeah.
spill!"
I saw the creep and I'm like, really? Really?
So you didn't expect that?
And no, I didn't. I didn't see that one coming.
All right. Which, of course, the games you won was probably your favorite games, but we didn't see you play Terran.
No, you didn't.
Is that your strongest race?
I don't actually know, but I told before in the interview that I hate the mirrors, especially Zerg versus Zerg.
And you got like all of them.
Yeah, I got Zerg twice or something like that.
Yeah, but you were quite good with Protoss. You have some solid builds there, so.
Yeah, I'll try that at least.
All right. So what's your goal on the ladder this season?
I don't know. I haven't played ladder this year. I think so.
Oh,
I
wow.
will just maybe get to gold or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good. You'll face me there,
Yeah,
so we'll have a good time battling out.
Yeah. Don't proxy hatcher me.
No, I'm such a crappy player. I build 6 spawning pools, and then go all
I
in.
love it.
Yeah. All right, Storberg.
Yes.
Your style of play is really tactical. We saw that you actually had solid builds. You were like slow and methodical. Actually, you didn't attack quickly.
No, I guess my quick build was the 7 roach rush, which
Yeah.
I did in the first game. But otherwise, I try to be a reactive Zerg, even though it's hard because I scout a little and I don't do the reads very well. But I do my best.
All right. How is your scouting? Is it good?
Today it's been horrible, really. I mean, I kept track outside of his main base usually to see what he had in his wall and if he moved out. But really, what was going on inside, my scouting wasn't really good today. No.
All right. So, as a winner, is there something you want to say to your fans in the audience?
Thanks to all of you for coming here. Thanks for all of you watching the stream. This has been an awesome experience, and thank you, UniSL, of course.
Yeah. And of course, you get your bag of loot to bring over to the green room. And here's Petter also is gonna sign off this.
Thank you.
All right, grab a microphone.
Can I grab a microphone? What the hell was that? That was epic. That was so much fun. The weirdest games.
Yeah, I mean, if you placed Gamma at the prime time, then we have to give it a show. I mean,
That was true. What were you thinking with okay, so there's some weird stuff. I'll just build a base right here in his base. And then again, I killed his base, so there's room for another base here.
Yeah.
And then again, swarm hosts are fun. I don't have the economy for it, but swarm hosts are fun.
Yeah, actually, I kind of screwed up because I built a lot of drones inside his base instead of my other bases.
Yeah, I noticed
should
that.
have gathered my minerals
We
so I could
noticed-
do much more
we noticed
transaction
that.
within his base, but
Yeah.
hey, whatever.
That was so much fun. You're going to get to talk a little bit more about this in the player couch. We're going to throw that over, and that's going to take us into the night with Njol and Fubar. And in about an hour or so, we're going to have to stop you from talking, I guess. But with that, we're going to say goodbye from the first day of University Star League. We've been having so much fun here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. And thank you for all the people who have been playing from other side of Sweden. We tried to Skype you in and so forth, and it's been a lot of fun. Tomorrow we have the competitive bracket, which is going to be games on a completely different level. There's going to be a lot more there's going to be a lot more seriousness to many of the players on stage here. We've been enjoying ourselves, having so much fun here, and I'm thinking a lot of those guys are going to come here for fun as well, but some of them are going to come here to murder their opponents, and that's going to be a lot of fun too. So we're going to be casting that too tomorrow. So tune in for that. Take your epic bag of loot and run, and we're going to leave it out to the caster's desk. Don't miss all the epic University Star League tomorrow as well. See you later.
Welcome back to the player couch, the last player couch for the evening.
Yeah.
And we just watched some pretty fun games, pretty interesting games.
Very, very interesting games.
So, Njal, did you like that series?
I like that series very much. I actually think that was like the best series of games so far.
Maybe one of the most fun at least.
Yeah.
And I like the casting. Like, just put 2 trolls in front of the mic and let me speak. It was perfect. So in a minute we will get Chorberg here. I think that's how you were supposed to pronounce his name.
I don't think it's C. Horberg.
The C. Horberg was probably the worst one.
I'm pretty sure it's not C. Horberg.
But there was a big H, so it could be C. Horberg.
Maybe it's
Or
Chorberg.
C.H. Orberg.
Oh, maybe that.
C.H.
Yeah.
Orberg. That sounds good, because you know...
Or Berg.
Because Berg is
So
mountain.
what is Berg? Oh, right.
That makes sense.
Oh, right.
And Or can be like a metal or something. So Orberg makes sense. I think
there's
we've got
not
this
an E.
solved.
like an or.
Shh.
Okay.
You know, we don't know spelling in English. That's why.
Oh, that's right.
That's why. That's why.
So why are we wearing ties?
All right, we just wanted to make it a little bit more classy.
Yeah.
We don't actually know how to wear ties or how to tie ties or
Hence
basically anything
the,
about ties. So hence the scarf look. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I
figured-
feel a little bit like a 5-year-old who got dressed by his mom. First day of school.
Yeah, that's a hilariously short tie, actually.
Yeah, but I think I look classy. I think I look pretty
Yeah,
classy.
you look kind of classy.
Yeah. So, now, as we need to stall a bit for chorberg to get here, how's your day been?
Oh, my day. It has been wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you for the great answer.
Yeah.
I like the depth and length of the answer.
Yeah, it's been great, actually. We've been eating food, and we've been having some beers.
And
we've
chilling
been
out.
Chilling out with the players, getting to talk to a lot of people,
Yeah.
meeting a lot of strange...
A lot of fun.
Petter, for example.
Here comes Mr.
He's a very
Lollipop.
strange person.
Welcome.
Welcome to the casting couch,
Thank you
man.
very much. I've been seeing all this epic action going on, but I've been singing in the casters on the caster set, going,
Right.
"Why am I not in that sofa? It looks so cozy. There's so much love.
It's
so
cozy.
much-
It's a lot of
There's
love.
a lot of
And
love
I
in the
actually came
casting
here.
couch,
Did you
man.
hear my bad joking earlier? On?
The
Oh,
puns.
yeah, we heard
Yeah,
it.
it was
Lovely
horrible.
puns.
I have another one. That's why I actually came here.
Okay, we need to be silenced for the pun.
Yeah.
Get ready.
You were like, "Why are we wearing ties?" And I was like, "It's because Fubar's been doing MMA. He wants to be a tie fighter."
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And all
The people in here like,
Everyone's like, oh.
I just tried to save the situation. Oh, it's really good. That was a solid 2
Everyone
in a
was
scale to 100.
anticipating
It's
like
no-
a huge joke. They're like, oh. One of those-
And they're like,
it was one of
big
those
one.
jokes.
And like bad puns can be funny, but I was too close to being almost funny, so it was just.
Oh, yeah,
just
right.
Like,
"That's true. I actually overshot that joke, I think."
yeah, like if you are going to do a bad pun, you need to do it really bad.
Yeah, like the stick one. Did you hear
The
that?
stick,
The
yeah,
stick
the
one
both
was-
the stick ones.
Both
I think
the
that
stick
was
ones,
like
yeah.
the best pun of the evening. I have to
I
say.
killed Semmler with it. It was just, he was like, after the cast, he was like, dude, what?
Oh yeah.
That's brilliant.
and I love like in here everybody's that's race. No, it's not racist. Because that's your first reaction when you hear a brown joke.
Yes, a brown joke. It's, I think that I was thinking about that as well, but I actually heard, I've heard a lot of different people do that joke. It's a widely spread one, so I decided, hell, I'm going for it.
Everyone can make a brown.
Yeah. And who do we have here?
Oh, the
the
great
last
winner.
champion of the
Huge
evening.
congratulations, man.
Chorberg. Chorberg.
First things first, how do you pronounce your nick?
Sorberg.
Sorberg?
Yes.
Then why the H?
Okay, the story about my name is that within me and my friends, we usually steal our other names when we nick. So I came into StarCraft really late, or I got my own account really late,
Right.
rather on. So then I had a friend named Carl Hörberg.
Okay.
So it was C for Carl and then Hörberg, but Hörberg went Horberg, of course, because that was a funny touch.
Because I think that there were some casters who pronounced it C. Horberg, and we
I
were
only
like,
think
yeah,
that
that
was you and
can't
me,
be
but that's
right.
okay.
That can't be right.
I'm perfectly fine with that. It was just to mock him from the beginning, so it's perfectly cool.
It sounds good. It sounds good. So, are we going to get serious and talk about the games, or are we just going to mess around?
What a good question.
We should talk about games, but we can't talk for an hour. So we're going to go do it kind of speedy because this is the last thing for the stream today. So let's start with the game on Jansu. It was a 15 pool game, CVC. You remember the game?
Yes, but it was an
Alright.
11 pool from
It was
my end.
11 pool even.
Yes, an 11 pool into 15 extractor.
Bad
The
player
7 roach rush.
According to Fubar, it was the first time Roaches has ever stopped a proxy spine crawler.
I ever. Were you happy when you saw this proxy spine crawler?
Yes, I was kind of happy then, actually.
That's like the perfect timing. Like, all right, I see the proxy spine crawler and have roaches halfway done.
Right? Yeah, that was a very good game.
Yeah.
Very quick one.
Yes, and then the second game. That was probably the most epic game. I love how you
That was
like,
probably
I
the game
can't
of the
do this-
night.
Yeah, I
That
can't
was
do
the
an
game of the
easy
day.
game. All right, I'm so far ahead. I should build 4 swarm hosts and then watch them. I would love to see your APM how they dwindle when you got the swarm host.
And like, it was kind of funny because you were banking like 2,000 gas and 100 minerals, and the other guy had like 2,000 minerals and 100 gas.
Yes, on one base. I love it. It was awesome.
Yeah, that game was very good.
So you guys just put on really good games. And then it was the Belcher game.
Yes.
The CVC. And what happened in that game?
I tried to go hatchery first, but he did some kind of rush, and I thought I
All
was
right,
so dead. I
was
thought
that
I
when
so
you typed sorry,
Yes, and you
sorry,
got
bad
the
build?
counter-attack.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, okay, why? Why is it a bad build? What are we saying?
And I actually felt bad for SAMURAIJACK. He's like, I'm left out. I want to know too. You're just talking to the audience.
The thing was that I forgot my overlord, and then I was like, oh, whoa, but I do an extractor trick. But then I somehow decided to build my overlord anyway, and I found myself with having a half-built extractor at 9 and an overlord being produced, and like, oh, fuck it, I canceled the extractor. I don't need it just yet anyway. Yeah, I just fucked up.
Yeah. The good thing is, like, in most casters just derp around in the beginning.
Yeah.
So there is this possibility that they didn't even notice. Just play it cool. No, this is total meta.
Exactly.
Like,
I
if
don't
he
think
scouts
anyone
me-
would have noticed, to be honest.
No one would have noticed for sure. And then you did like a kind of hold
Yeah.
where you lost most of your workers, but then you countered and killed all his workers.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a pretty good strategy.
Yeah, I was actually surprised about how good I held because he had so many banelings and, of course, a lot more Zerglings than I had anyway. So, actually, I was surprised I won that one.
Yeah. I would call that strategy the feign death.
Yeah, feign death.
All right. And then we moved on to the Frost game. That game was kind of... do you know the pool timing you did in Frost? On Frost?
Actually, I'm not sure what I did back on.
Because I remember you did kind of an early Ling attack, but he managed to wall in.
Yes,
Right,
yes.
it was like a 7 pull or something, wasn't
I
it?
did a life 10 pull, but I messed that up also because I should have done an extractor trick afterwards. But yeah, I'm like...
You're supposed to mess up. It's okay.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
supposed to mess up. But it was supposed to be a life 10 pull and like hoping it would go for a fast expand. But of course, it was a little late and he had already walled in on his cannon, so it was just going back to macro and hope for the best.
Yeah, and it worked out pretty fine.
And it worked out very fine,
Yes.
actually. Although he was like all the way into your natural. And
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was so
he
close.
had like 3 immortals, all with low health, and I thought he was going to win there. But
Me
then your
too.
2-2 kicked in and you had like mass roaches.
Yeah, and your rally was just a little bit too good.
Yeah, too good rally, man.
Yeah. So you're the last victor of the night. It's got to be great.
It feels really great, being the best of the worst in UniSL. But still, it's such an awesome thing to be able to like compete on stage. Me as an unranked player haven't really played HOTS at all.
Was this your first booth experience?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I've been playing against Fubar at the UniSL event earlier on.
Oh,
but,
you did?
Not in...
Twice.
Twice? No, we actually...
we play once in the show match thingy, and then we play once in the actual tournament.
Yeah, in season 1.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So kind of twice.
Kind of twice.
Kind of twice.
Fubar said you were surprisingly good for a bronze player, actually.
Yeah, this guy is like, he had this strategy like, oh no, I'm a poor bronze guy. He can play off race with 50% HP, it's no problem. And I remember because back in the days
Did he say
actually,
50%?
by text. You remember we talked by text, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'm just gonna play serious the first game. And then all of a sudden his hatch goes down on 15, and I'm like, what? Bronze players don't hatch on 15. Bronze players hatch on either 9 or 27. Something random like that. And then you had like the optimal amount of Zerglings in the beginning. And then I was like, wait, bronze player definitely doesn't do this. And then I hit like a good Baneling connection and then finally won. And then I checked your account and it was like previous platinum and master 2 versus 2.
Yeah, 2 versus 2 is what I've been playing a lot. But it was back in Wings of Liberty, and then my friend Chorberg, the real guy, decided to stop playing when HOTS came, and so I stopped playing too. So I have like 20 matches, or 15 of them are from UniSL. So.
Yeah, but I really like that your style is very creative, because it makes of really entertaining games.
Very entertaining games, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I think that we're about to wrap it up.
For today.
For tonight, yeah. And the stream will start tomorrow at 8. No, I'm sorry.
At 10.
At 10.